Jess on his right. Hey, hold up. Don't start a fight. He's got you covered with all the sports. Don't fret, he's wearing shorts. It's time for Wake and Jake in the morning. Wake and Jake at night. Jake sucks.
Ooh, good morning, Bakers, and welcome to a special birthday edition of Wake and Jake. It's my birthday. As you get older, the birthdays change a little bit. It's a Monday. We're in the middle of busy season every year. Kind of hilarious that my birthday is going to be during baseball playoffs every year. Jess's birthday is during, like, the part of spring training. We like to work really hard. So we basically eliminated birthdays. And today's a little bit... We live streamed last night. And it was fun. We were just laughing about it. We kind of did... It's kind of a reverse how you'd want a live stream to go. We hopped in, Red Sox, Tampa, extra innings. We'll talk about all of that. And then that game ends on the walk-off. And then the White Sox-Houston game, we jumped into the middle of all of the action that happened in that game, which was insane. But then the game kind of went silent for 2.5 hours. So that was funny. So got home, did my Does Anyone Want to Talk? Did that. It's late. Saw Jess and Noodle briefly. And then decompressed a little bit. And 32. 32, that's not a cool one. I think the toughest part of 32, each one as you get older, gets a little tougher. And I mean, that sounds like a load of crap. If you're a 50-year-old listening to this, you're like, shut up, you little shit. Thanks for listening. When I did the double 16, I was like, whoa. Yeah.
16 was half your life ago.
Yeah, Sweet 16, that's like one of the big birthdays. And that's a half. That's a chunky.
Well, you're 4 years from being an adult longer than you were a kid.
Yeah, I mean,
that one'll probably fuck you up.
That's where things got pretty real, but I actually got excited. Like, this is kind of the last year I can't make any excuses. And you're like, oh, 32. Like 33, then you're kind of closer to 35.
Yeah.
You're fully on the downhill slope.
Yeah, you're still decidedly early 30s.
Like, if I take a couple Orange Theory classes and tighten it up, and you're like, oh, yeah, he's 32. He's good. He's active. Plays a lot of blitzball. Either way, Bakers, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I thought I had the chat. Did I lose the chat? Who's chat? Jack Curry DM. Not a big deal. Not asking about my birthday. Asking me to sign up for his Avon Makeup Club. That's not true. Baseball is hot in the streets. We're going to talk all about it. Man, how fun. Well, fun is an interesting word. How fun was the Red Sox-Rays game last night? We were debating what it means. And I guess this is the water cooler conversation because the White Sox and the Astros, I don't know how much that changed last night. Good for the White Sox getting a win. And there's a couple absolute games of chaos. But the Red Sox and the Rays are the story. I've got the chat out. What's going on, everyone? Courtney, Jared, Brielle, Tell 'em Teach, Manolo, Nicholas, Bart, Alex, Al, Fayao, Normal Dog, Buffoon, Brent, my goodness, too nice. Sandino the Great. You guys are the absolute best. Let's talk a little bit, as my good friend Rod would say, baseball. So the Red Sox-Rays played last night, Game 3. Literally and figuratively, a pivotal Game 3, although very interested to see how tonight goes. The Rays through Drew Rasmussen, reliever they traded for this year. Really interesting articles about him if you're a baseball geek. go look up Drew Rasmussen. I think Eno's got an article. There's some pitching metrics that rate him out as one of the grossest pitchers in baseball. There's other pitching metrics that say he's awful. So he's a real fun one, yeah. And it was against Nate Dogg Eovaldi, the Red Sox ace. So basically, in Fenway, Game 3, series tied. Red Sox definitely needed this win to have a shot at winning this series. The Rays, 50-50. I mean, today's game path is going to be super interesting. We'll talk about that a little bit at the end. Rasmussen kind of gets hit. 2 innings, 3 earned runs. He gets the hook, 33 pitches. It's going to be really interesting to see. I mean, some guys who throw 33 pitches can pitch the next day, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Nate Dogg Eovaldi goes 5 innings, 2 earned run, 8 Ks. Kind of a quick hook on him, but Cora made the move. He always does. Rays went up 2-0 on an Austin Meadows, friend of the pod, home run. They needed that. Red Sox answer back. Schwarber, how awesome is he right now? The fist pump on the toss to first base is really good. That's like a 10 out of 10 out of athlete humor. Kike can't stop. Devers. Kike again with the home run. It's 4-2. Oh, I got to burn these after this. Forgot about that. Wander Franco in the 8th inning goes Oppo Taco over the monster. He's awesome. And then mama, there's the bad man, Randy, with the RBI double. We're going Bunos, Cantos. Rays are using all their pitchers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pitchers, including it ends with Luis Patino, who I think was supposed to be their starter today, so we'll see what happens there. The thing everyone is talking about, water cooler talk, game of the night, why we do this. Kevin Kiermaier is putting together a hell of an at-bat. Runner on first, Yandy Diaz, I believe. 3-2 count, he's running with the pitch. Kiermaier puts a charge into one to deep right field. The Red Sox with the deepest right field in baseball. Hits off the top of the wall, comes back. Renfroe tries to field it, we think. Hits it into the bullpen. Ball goes out of play. He throws the arms up. Yandy Diaz would have scored easily. If there was another little bobble there, does Kiermaier get to third? Who knows? The runners have to go to second and third. Rules are rules. There's an old one. Everyone was tweeting it out and stuff that says the runners get 2 bases if that happens. A huge, monumental break for the Red Sox in the 13th inning. The next batter gets out. That's the 3rd out of the inning. And if you know anything about baseball, the game was over. Christian Vasquez, ding-dong, over the monster. Thick Daddy himself. Red Sox win 6-4 in 13 innings. Incredible outing by Pivetta. Nick Pivetta comes out of the pen, throws 67 pitches, a 4-inning shutout ball, a Herculean effort. Man, the Rays pen, they deserve some credit. Fleming, Kittredge, Fire Eyes, and Whistler, Shagwa, Robertson, all those guys shut out. Fairbanks got touched up for 1. I think the Kike home run. Otherwise, their bullpen did the job. But Red Sox have flipped the script of this entire series. They play Game 4 tonight at Fenway. Rays are going to have to fully empty the pen. We'll see what tricks they have up their arm. Is Shane Baz going to be available? You know, he only threw so many pitches in his outing. I know the Red Sox, I think Houck will be available out of the pen if they have the lead today. I think Erod's going to get the start. Sale could be available as well. But yeah, that game's going to be really interesting. If the Rays go up early, I think the Red Sox are going to save all their ammo for Game 5. If the Red Sox go up, we know how Cora goes. He's going to go for it. So you'll see Houck. You'll see all their best guys. A must-watch game tonight. The baseball gods shine down on this one for a little bit. Insanity, crazy rule. So that's kind of the game of the night. We'll talk about it a little more. That was brought to us by DraftKings. Another week in the NFL means another shot to win big at DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the NFL. New customers can bet $1 on any NFL game, and you win $100 in free bets if either team scores a point. You could have done any game this weekend, and you would have got $100 free dollars, risking one. They have huge cash prizes all season long on their daily fantasy sports as well. And yeah, all new customers, free shot at millions of dollars. That sounds pretty nice. So yeah, if it's legal in your state, go download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code JOHNBOY. Throw down $1 on any NFL game and win $100 in free bets if either team scores a point. That's promo code JOHNBOY this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or older. New Jersey, Indiana, or PA only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit and $1 wager required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right. What's up, chat? I see you again. Tom, Yo Elvis, Jennifer, you guys are being the best today. It's my birthday, whatever. Keith McPherson, my guy, saw he just texted me happy birthday. It's his mom's birthday, so birds of a feather.
Yeah, when I saw it this morning, I assumed it was from yesterday and I missed it. But
That's always the trick on Insta stories. You got to check the timestamps.
yeah,
I almost had a double. Someone's wedding anniversary, which, by the way, pretty badass wedding anniversary is 10/10/2020.
ooh,
That's pretty good.
that is cool.
That's pretty good. That's like, yeah, Chris Rose FaceTime.
We can answer that.
I'm working, but Chris Rose, you're live on Wake and Jake. How are you?
That is so awesome. So, am I the first one to wish you a happy birthday?
You're the first one ever.
Oh my God! I cannot believe you have to do your show on your birthday. I thought it was like when you're 6 and you're allowed to take school off.
There's no. I petitioned hard. I sent emails to HR and they all said, return to sender. They came right back to me. So
Please tell me you're not part of our HR program, because if so, that place is just going to go down the shitter.
I think I was, and then as this became more real, they got me as far away from that. We had to get one once Peter Moylan joined on.
Oh
Kinda
yeah.
what happened. Yeah.
I think we have a separate Aussie department, don't we?
Yes.
Just to take care of him.
That's our only
All right.
only Australian
Well,
employee.
listen, go back.
Oh, we lost you for a second. You look like you're back.
Lagging. You're lagging.
Oh God,
This is awesome.
live TV.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
Go enjoy the rest of your show.
Okay.
Enjoy your birthday.
Okay.
Love you, brother.
Love you too. Bye, Rosie. You working out?
I just finished.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a tough time.
me show you the BBD.
Hey,
yeah.
BBD. Hey.
Hey, Chris.
The Chiefs Bills with the delay.
Woo.
I got home at like almost midnight. Then I had to start prepping for baseball today, which is coming up live in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Not to eat into your
No,
audience
no,
or
no,
anything.
no.
But, so yeah, I'm ready though. I felt good, invigorated. So I already did that. I got my 3-mile walk coming up, and then I'm
Yes.
going to get 4 games of baseball. Not going to move from the couch.
What a day. What a day,
Yes.
Rosie. Well,
And I'm going to call you at a better time to wish you a happy birthday.
all right. Well, thank you very much, Chris Rose. Baseball today. It's a huge day for baseball.
Oh, I'm so happy the White Sox won to give us 4 games.
Is anyone going home today?
I'll let you know on baseball today. I can't give away all my answers.
That's a business,
Always.
man. That's a business,
I
man.
know. I wish. Yeah. All right, dude. Have a great, great day. I'm sorry for calling you during work. It's
You're
terrible
good.
of me.
It's never work.
All
See
right.
you, Rosie.
See ya.
Bye. That was a Chris Rose impersonator. Think that was cameo. That was a cameo, live cameo.
Feo in the chat, his sister's wedding was 3405.
That's cool.
It's a good one.
That's cool. Are there any this year? What's 21? I guess you could have done like February 1st. That's 21.
Yeah, 2/1/21.
But you put the zeros in there. That kind of blows
Yeah.
it.
If you do,
02. You could do like an anagram or a
Yeah.
cinnamon.
February 1st, 2/1/21.
So we'll check on that. This was nuts. The Red Sox, I believe they had their first base runner not get on base, get a hit the first 7 innings of this game. That was insane. That also made it insane that the Rays still had a chance. The Red Sox probably should have won this game in regulation, like 8-4. So when it was 4-4, the Rays had a chance to seal this, and I think they would have fully punted today. Keith with a good one in the chat, 4-3-2-1.
Yeah.
As a date. Yeah, that's good. So, yeah, man, I'm really interested to see what today brings. The Red Sox, you believe in postseason magic. They got to be feeling it right now, man. How could you not be? They got a really big break yesterday. The Rays bullpen is pretty much already gassed. Let's see. We'll do a quick Rays pitching path to victory today. I know that's why everyone is here. As it loads. And yeah, I already told you about the Red Sox. If they've got a chance, they are going to go for it. We've seen Cora do that. The same way Jimmy was talking about it yesterday, that the Red Sox best case was basically last night. Like, burn out the Rays bullpen and go for it. The Rays' best chance today is that if they throw Hawk today, if they can somehow steal that game and Hawk is out for Game 5, that's the Red Sox' best pitching weapon right now. So we'll see. Right now it has McHugh listed as the starter, so it's always fun to root for your friends. So, I mean, you're looking for what? 2 out of McHugh, and then...
Like, has Patino done back-to-back days?
That's what I don't know. I mean, he threw
he's
15
enough
yesterday.
bullets to still give you a couple.
I think it's kind of the same thing. I mean, the only guy who's out for there is D-Rob. D-Rob threw 40. So you got Fairbanks, Kittredge, Chagua, Whistler, Fireisen, Fleming. I mean, that's 6 innings. Rasmussen. I think Boz has to pitch today. I would assume Boz is going to come out because he only threw...
And even if they won, him in Game 5 feels rude. It's like, what, 6th?
Yeah, I
game?
mean, you're going to have the off day, and you believe in McClanahan, so you're going to want to rest your good bullpen anyway. So, yeah, I would guess McHugh to Boz, and they hope to get 4 innings out of that. That's where this Rays formula gets really tricky, man. You have one hiccup, and the plan gets a lot tougher. So that's going to be a fun one. That's the 7 p.m. game tonight, right?
Yeah, it's one we're watching, I think.
So that's exciting. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, the south side.
I think I've answered the question. Looks like Patino has not pitched back-to-back days. He's pitched multiple days of rest exclusively. He got one appearance with 2 days rest at the very end of the year.
So, yeah, I mean, you use Boz today, and if you need Patino for Game 5, he's the same as Boz, basically. They're two young, talented pitchers.
He's going to go out there and
with the pen.
The plan is him for 4.
Whew. That's going to be wild. It's wild. The south side, the White Sox and the Astros. Astros with a chance to end the series. Dylan Cease, who's had a really strong year. The analytics like him even more than his numbers would tell you. He needed a big start against Luis Garcia, who, by the way, is young and gross and has playoff experience. White Sox, they score in the first. They need that Eloy RBI single, 1-0. The south side's going nuts. Oh, no. Houston, Kyle Tucker, big 2 RBI double. Rake Jake Myers. Kyle Tucker with the homer. It's 5-1 Houston after 3. This is it. This is your season. They pull Cease. They go to Kopech. His line ends up not looking that great. But it all happened. And this was literally right after all the Red Sox-Yankees drama. Yasmani Grandal, should have been punched out on strike 3 on a high outside fastball that was in there. Tom Hallion doesn't ring him up, who I say Tom Hallion's name, the home plate umpire, because he was electric last night for anyone that watched that game. So Grandal doesn't get the strikeout. And again, if you've watched enough baseball, you kind of know what was going to happen next. He goes Oppo Taco with the homer. They cut the lead to 5-3. The inning continues. And Leury Garcia, who made the not the horrible misplay. It was a bad misplay. He hits a moondoggy to dead center. Garcia on Garcia action after Luis Garcia got pulled for Yimi Garcia, and Lurie Garcia hit a home run off of both of them, kind of. That made it 6-5. Kudos to the Astros. The next top of the inning, Bregman RBI single. They tie it back up at 6. It's like, okay, we might be in for another goddamn crazy one. And we were in the 4th inning. Jose Abreu with the RBI single. There's no outs. Here comes Zach Greinke into the game. Greinke sighting. How about that? And then Yasmani Grandal grounds out to first. He runs very much in the field of play. He's running on the grass inside the first baseline. Takes a throw off the arm. The umpires say it's incidental. Go check it out for yourself. Didn't feel incidental. Some of the images that are coming out of his running path are hilarious. Hey, but Grandal ends up looking like the genius. The run scores. Nobody's out. Eloy ends up pushing another cross on an infield single. It's 6-9. Nice. White Sox with the lead. It would stay that way into the 8th. Houston had Christian Javier come in. He was lights out. 6 strikeouts in 2.2. Tepera and Bummer came in. They were lights out for the White Sox. That we were live streaming this and we're like, what's happened? This game kind of just went silent on us. White Sox open it up in the 8th. They push 3 across to make it 6-12. 12-6 final. White Sox win. They push a game 4. Shout out to the crew, the crowd in the South Side. The stadium was rocking. That was really cool. I think it was Chicago's first home playoff game in like 12 years or something. I saw that stat come out, and that really makes you like, whoa. The Chicago White Sox? That doesn't seem to make sense. Tim Anderson, 3-hit game. Eloy with 2. Yohan with 2. Gavin Sheets with 2. Kyle Tucker with the big game for the Astros. So it all builds up to a huge day of baseball today, as Chris Rose add. Milwaukee and Atlanta, they play their game 3 this afternoon. That's at 1:07. Houston versus the White Sox, they're playing at 3:37. Tampa Red Sox at 7:07. And San Fran and the Dodgers play at 9:37. How about all those 7s? Why do they do that? So you get like 2 minutes of pregame and 5 minutes of ads right before the game? Something like that?
Yeah, some math, something like that.
It's pretty funny. A lot of Bino talk in the chat. There's a lot of that on the live stream last night. Joe's McFly was killing it. Our Bino king. So that was the action last night. Anything else from the baseball action last night, Beeper?
Last night? I think we covered it. I think by the rules of all the stuff that are written, I think the right calls got made. So
yeah, that's always tough for baseball, and I know you can't actually put in logic rules for referees in sports because that just leaves more loophole for
that
problems.
Would do more bad than good.
Our guy Trev was running hot. I'm excited to hear him on Talking Baseball today. He was arguably running too hot, so we'll see how he's doing. But yeah, I mean, if you have any logic and you know baseball and you watch that play last night, the run should have scored. Kiermaier probably goes to second. I mean, there's an argument for third, but it's almost a who cares. And then it was funny. People were digging up the clip. This happened in a Rays game a few years back. Tommy Pham was in left field, so that dates it a couple years. And, yeah, it was the exact same thing, and runners were second and third. So it's crazy. The umps got it right. Did the rules have it right? I don't know.
Found the rule quick if they consulted the book.
Yeah, no, I mean it
wasn't
all
that long a review. Memory
no,
serves.
I mean they technically had it right. So that was pure baseball chaos and bliss. I mean, sorry to Astros fans, sorry to Rays fans, I suppose.
And I guess Astros fans, you at least got to tell yourself, like, Well, we still lost by this number of runs. I mean, it was a much closer
Right.
game than the final score.
The whole game would have changed, but
It does change things, but
Like,
we're
I-
good enough. We already all
if
that
I'm
stuff.
if I'm an Astros fan, I'm most mad about like the Grandal
The
strikeout
non-strike.
homer, because I mean that was a 5-1 game. Like
Yeah.
you're dominating, and that clearly changes things. That being said, I think what's interesting to me, Houston White Sox, I don't know how much has changed. The White Sox would have to really dominate today and send it back to Houston for me to even think about Houston blowing it.
Houston just very much has the benefit of the doubt in a playoff series.
And yeah, I mean they still got 2 more games to play with. Where I think Tampa Boston is today. If Boston goes out and gets it with Houck and their crew and Fenway's rocking, you don't want to go back to Tampa. They'll have a day off to rest their pen. They'll have basically their one starting pitcher at this point, McClanahan, and you're in the Trop. I don't know. Do you want to leave your season into a pop-up, into a catwalk? Probably not. So that's those are the emotions from there. Today, what are the pitching? Is it Ion Anderson and Freddie Peralta?
Looks like it.
I like that a lot. Astros, White Sox. I'm on a bad page for this. Urquidy and Rodon. That's interesting. I think Rodon, they gave him an extra day of rest because I think he was getting fatigued down the stretch
He's
this
nursing
year.
something, shoulder thing barking.
He'll be interesting to watch. I mean, they're going to need a big outing from him. They'll need Crochet. He didn't pitch yesterday. They'll have Hendricks and Kimbrel pretty much full tilt. So I don't know. They have a formula. The White Sox are favored in today's game. So that'll be interesting. Rays, Red Sox, who knows? That's going to be nuts.
It's gonna be a slop of arms both ways.
Oh, sloppy steaks. And then Giants, Dodgers, Alex Wood redemption game versus Max Scherzer. Dodgers are huge favorites. Minus 203. I don't know. I know Scherzer's good and the Dodgers are good, but Alex
Can
Wood
keep
has
that
been
tight.
pretty good lately. And the Giants have to get 1 of 2 in L.A. They just need to get it back to San Fran. So if they have any chance at winning a game, I think they go just full bore. Empty the pen. Doval, Rogers, whoever's back there. So we'll see. We'll see if they can give him a game tonight. That being said, Max Scherzer could go 6 shutty pretty easily, and the Dodgers could put up 4, and that's kind of your ball game. We'll see. We'll see how much juice everyone has in themselves after a long day of baseball today. This should be a good one. And then tomorrow, I mean, there will be both NLCS games because they're both tied at 1-1.
guaranteed to happen.
Wednesday, we'll see if we get AL Game 5s. And Thursday, we'll see if we get NL Game 5s. And then Friday would be Game 1 of the ALCS. So baseball's still rolling, baby.
We'll see if there's a game 5 in the AL. If there isn't, we have kind of a decision to make.
Yeah. We'll let the baseball play out and make that. We'll be live streaming, I think, every night. That's just what we do, and we do what we do. Special Jolly Olive tonight, and then I don't think we fully announced our guest for tomorrow. I think we're a little nervous,
Yeah.
just in case baby pops out, and then it turns into a very a live stream that I don't know. I don't know if baseball fans would like it. I think I
think our fans will like.
think a lot of young Italians would like it. So we'll see what's going on there. That's the baseball. A lot of fun. Red Sox Nation, they're starting to get pretty tasty right now. I don't blame them, man. I don't blame them. BBD, let's do the football quick. We kind of got to start. We got 10, 15. I've got a bro of the night you're really going to like, BBD.
Ooh, I haven't thought about it yet, so.
I normally don't, but I stumbled into something last night that you're really going to like. It's some BBD Zach bullshit. Yeah. So let's do the football. We are always a cron pod everywhere we go. People want to know. Thursday night game was Rams-Seahawks. Rams won We were caught in baseball world, so we weren't deep diving into this. Russ got hurt. Geno Smith came in, led him on a drive. Matt Stafford and the Rams, 4-1. They won in Seattle, undefeated on the road. Seahawks are 2-3. They're gonna be like fighting for a playoff spot this year. Rams, they look really good. So we'll see what's going on there. Sunday, Cron Pod, Jets, Falcons. This was the London game. Matt Ryan has really turned his season around after people thought him and the Falcons might be dead. That being said, they beat the Jets by a touchdown. But they'll get their bye week. Kyle Pitts, the young tight end, big draft pick. He had a really big game, 119 and a touchdown. Cordarrelle Patterson's a running back, which is just always funny now. Like, dude, you run like a monster. How about you start playing running back? Okay. Sounds good to me.
Eligibility in both, which is fun for fantasy.
Ooh, a little versatility. Jets dropped to 1-4. Falcons are 2-3. Both teams get a bye week because they had to play in foggy London town. Football had kind of a Sunday yesterday. A game that didn't really have too much chaos at the end. My Broncos, they lost to the Steelers. Kind of saw this one coming in Pittsburgh. Steelers improved to 2-3. They kind of couldn't afford another loss. Broncos kind of could afford a loss and were playing in Pittsburgh. Teddy Bridgewater coming off the concussion. They fought late. They had a chance. They drove it down to the end zone. Teddy throws a pick on kind of the final play of the game. Steelers, their offense is starting to come around. Claypool with a big game. Deontay Johnson's good. Najee Harris, 23 carries, 122 and a tutty on the ground. They're coming around. They're coming around. Packers Bengals was one of the stories of the NFL yesterday. Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, these young Bengals that are fun. Devontae Adams goes for 206 in the air. That being said, this game came down to 4 missed field goals. Or maybe it was 3 missed field goals and a missed extra point. Crosby was having a tough time. And then McPherson, the rookie kicker for the Bengals, he's the highlight you've probably seen by now. Kicks it, looks like it's going in, starts celebrating. It hits the flag at the top of the goalpost, but the flag was unfortunately waving outside the post. This was basically this game at the end, nobody really deserved to win. Packers win. They're 4-1. Aaron Rodgers, is he done? Does he want to host Jeopardy? So we're done. Rodgers still doing it. 4-1 Packers. Go Pack, go. The Lions, man. Oh my God. Did you see this, BBD?
The Lions. Oh, I did see
They
a
lost.
little bit.
They lost on a field goal at the end of the game again.
Yeah.
50-something
and
yards.
I think they came back.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
They had the
Came
lead.
back at the end.
This
yeah.
is twice that the Lions had a lead at the end. And Vikings hit the deep field goal, 54 yards. I mean, it's just so brutal, man. The Lions were so close to like 3 wins this year. Or at least like 2 they basically had. Vikings kind of needed it, though. Vikings go to 2-3. Their season is alive. I think Dan Campbell, the Lions coach, had a hell of a presser. I think he was just like, what are we doing? That's tough, man. I can't imagine. I can't imagine how that feels. Buccaneers roll against the Dolphins. Dolphins are 1-4. Bleh. Brissett. Still no Tua. Bucks go to 4-1. Tom Brady, 5 touchdown passes. 411 through the air. Antonio Brown, 7 catches, 2 touchdowns. Sicko stuff. Dude, the Buccaneers, man. Like, I know Madden ratings kind of don't matter. In football, it's a team game, blah, blah, blah. But, like,
How does it all work together?
I'm going to say his name poorly because I've just never had it. Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time when he was, like, one of the best players in the sport, considered that way. Like, he's on the Bucks. He's just there. And it's like, oh,
Blends in.
he's a guy.
Wow, he's 34.
It's pretty nuts.
He,
Moves quick.
he's around that long? Jeez.
Nebraska Huskers. He had a fumble recovery, and it was like, oh, wow. I had no idea. Bucks, 4-1. Dolphins are 1-4. The Aints, this New Orleans Saints, famous Jameis throws for 4 scores against the Washington football team. They go to 3-2. Kamara has a nice game. He kind of needed that. They had the Hail Mary. That was, if you're Washington, you got to be kicking yourself. That changes the whole path of this game. Washington football team drops to 2-3. Eagles, Panthers, BBD, and Bobby Skinner's Panthers had a really good chance to go to 4-1 at home. They were dominating this whole game. They were up 15-6 forever, it seemed. Blocked punt. Hurts has one drive pretty much. Eagles steal a win. They go to 2-3. Panthers 3-2. Man, that changes the course of those two team seasons so much. So much. Good for the Eagles, I guess. Good for the Eagles. Pretty bad for the Panthers. Tennessee Titans, Jaguars. This was the Urban Meyer game. Jaguars go to 0-5. They just looked sad, man. I mean, I'm not a big football tape guy, but I would assume if you watch that game on tape, it looked like there were some plays where Jaguars players weren't locked in. Not putting their body on the line for their team and their coach. Titans get a win they need. They're 3-2. What's it? Derrick Henry had 3 touchdowns, I think. He's an absolute monster. Every year, like I kind of expect the wheels to fall off because he's such like a power runner, and that just doesn't last in the NFL. He's nasty. Patriots, they snatch a win out of the jaws of defeat from the Texans in Houston. The Texans were up pretty much the whole game. I think they were up 22-9, something like that. Patriots rally. They get the win, 25-22. Nick Folk with the game-winning field goal. 2-3 Pats. They needed that to say, man, Patriots, Eagles, Vikings. I mean, those are 3 teams right there that, like, Steelers. If those teams go to 1-4, your season's done. Instead, they are right back in it. What do we got? Bears, Raiders. Raiders, tough. They score 9 points. I think Carr either gets hurt or benched, which means everyone's favorite Nathan Peterman appeared in this game. So that's fun.
Looks like Peterman didn't throw any passes, so by the time he was in,
it had been decided. Bears win. They go to 3-2. So Nagy's a weird guy. Fields isn't necessarily racking up a ton of stats. He gets his first career touchdown pass. God, I thought he already had that. But Bears win, 20-9. Good for them. 3-2 Chicago Bears. Chargers Browns. This was probably the game of the day to watch. Both these football teams are really good. Chargers at home visiting Cleveland Browns. This game finishes 47-42. Chubb, 161 on the ground. Herbert, 398 through the air. Mike Williams is breaking out in a huge way. 165, 2 touchdowns. Chargers win 47-42. Austin Eckler gets carried into the end zone at the end, so the Browns get the ball back. That's a good clip. Good for the Chargers. They're real. Man, Chargers and Bills, we'll talk about them in a minute. Cowboys run away from the Giants. Giants were in this game. Saquon gets hurt. So many players got hurt. Kadarius Toney throws a punch. Always good on a football field. Cowboys, man, you look at this box score. They double-digit points in 3 quarters. Zeke with 100 on the ground. Dak, 3 touchdowns and 300 through the air. Any Giants thoughts, PBD?
And it felt like a game they were going to have a chance to win, and then they lost literally everybody. So you lose Saquon. Jones is like one of the worst, like in real-time concussions you've seen.
Yeah, he was wobbling it up. That was tough.
You lose Galladay during the game. Lots of other guys during the game.
A lot of guys
Thomas got ruled out earlier in the week.
I get Kadarius Toney. Well, he's He's getting talked about for a lot of other reasons. 10 catches, 189.
It's like full break.
It's pretty cool.
I think
And he looks the part.
I was listening to Talking Giants this morning. And
Ad.
two tidbits from them that were kind of take homes for me. One was the one that people are talking about, like of all the Giants' offensive like opening day starters. There's 3 left. 2 of them are the ones you wouldn't want, in Kyle Rudolph and Solder, and the other one's Will Hernandez, who's fine.
It's fine.
But and Kadarius Toney has the most receiving yards of any rookie, including Chase.
It's pretty
So,
good. That's
Like
pretty
snuck
good.
up on it because they like didn't use him for 3 weeks. Turns out, the guy they drafted because he's talented is still talented.
The guy he drafted because he's talented, still talented.
189 yesterday helps.
That's pretty cool. And yeah, dude, we said this last episode. Jamar Chase, another big touchdown pass.
Yeah, he's like impacting the team.
Yeah.
Like more than
He's
like,
awesome.
typically. Like, well, receivers don't win you games by them. Obviously, not by himself.
Yeah.
But no, he's like impacting win.
Their touchdown was fun too. Burrow just hucks it, and he's there. I just sent you my link to Bro of the Night as we're getting close to it, BBD, but we'll finish out the football. Cardinals beat the Niners 17-10. I think that game wasn't a pretty one. Trey Lance had 16 carries for 89 yards. My goodness. But the Cardinals are 5-0, undefeated. 49ers dropped to 2-3. A lot of people yelled at us for not loving the Niners, and their division's looking really tough. So eat a bug. And then the nightcap, again, we weren't super dialed into this because we were watching the baseball, but the Bills roll on the Chiefs 38-20 in Kansas City. Statement game. Not as, hey, I've been kind of here chilling about the Chiefs. I'm not chilling too much anymore. The Bills are nasty. Buffalo, I owe you guys a little bit of an apology. Before the season, I wasn't fully bought in. I said it last week. I'm fully in. You guys are gross. You beat an NFL team 40-0. I don't care if they're good or bad. That's a statement. Same thing with beating the Chiefs in Kansas City. Chiefs are going to NFL trade deadline. I know it doesn't get a lot of love. Chiefs are going to have to trade for some defensive guys. Like, I don't know all their salary cap stuff and any of that. But I know if you trade a 5th-round pick, you can get good defensive players. You can get good NFL players. The Chiefs need to.
Get a real one.
I don't know who's available, but you got to. Josh Allen, man, 3 touchdowns. Dawson Knox, the tight end, 117, 3 catches. That's a Madden box score. Mm-hmm. That's your backup tight end who's got better speed than your other tight end, so you throw one play to him. So that's kind of the NFL action. Colts-Ravens play tonight. A lot of baseball. We'll see what's going on there. Any other football stuff, BBD?
I think the only football thing I've got will be covered.
Okay. Well, Bakers, thank you. Ton of love in here today. Little birthday love. I appreciate that. A lot of people in here right now. Everyone's been very nice. I ask you guys each episode to bake the algorithm, and you guys have been. We're up to 4.3K subs. The episodes have been doing really well, so thank you guys. Last episode, the Yankees' final funeral, their 7th funeral, and the Dodgers had just survived the wild card. Dude, did you know a week from today, or a week ago, was the Bino tournament?
Yeah.
Dude, this week has been nuts. Thank you guys for baking the algorithm. A lot of bake-its in the chat. Shot fired at Jake Odorizzi in last comments. That's tough. Come on, we're the Jakes. He got left off the roster. That's tough. Tom Ace, always doing my Jake loyalist duties and baking the algorithm. Another masterful show, fellas. Thanks for the shout-out. Love you. Well, you got one again. And then, yeah, we got like 6 bake-its in there. Thank you, guys. Continue to bake the algorithm. Watch, share with a friend. Enjoy the rest of this baseball season and rolling into football, NBA sneaking up, BBD's NBA. We'll talking Knicks, rumors about that.
It's out.
Let's get into Bro of the Night. BBD, I sent you the link. I saw this last night, in my 32-year-old feels on my couch last night with the dog. DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel, who were teammates on Carolina last year. Curtis Samuel goes to the Washington football team in this offseason, and I had no idea where this was coming. I just saw a post that was like, the post was like, let's encourage male feels more, and I was like, interested. DJ Moore, when he was leaving the tunnel for the Panthers game, gives an invisible hug to someone, and I was like, is this going to be really sad? Is this like someone passed away or something, or what is it?
Yeah, lose a family member.
Yeah, like it looks, when you see someone do that, it's like, okay. Apparently what it is, DJ Moore basically hugs air when he's leaving the tunnel, and Curtis Samuel, when he's leaving the tunnel, he also hugs the air. They're hugging each other before their games while not being there. That's a certain level of guy love that the Bro of the Night was kind of invented for. You know, I initially told you guys didn't love it. Bro of the Night sounds a little fratty. But here's two guys that really like each other. So, to invisible hugs with your friends. So go, if you haven't seen the clip, I actually gave BBD a bad one because it's just Curtis.
That's just from when they used to hug.
It's just DJ Moore doing it. But yeah, they both do it before each game. They give each other an invisible hug. So that's a beautiful thing. BBD, who's your Bro of the Night?
I'm giving. Oh, just saw our Wizard shirts.
Oh yeah, yeah, we are live.
Okay, Bro of the Night goes to the Wizard guy.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That was awesome. And Bro of the Night to a couple tight ends. I was gonna go Dawson Knox because I picked him up as kind of a flyer this week for fantasy, and it came through.
Oh wow!
Not in the Bakers League, but
okay,
maybe I should have. And but in my friends league, and he showed up, and I really needed a win there.
Huge.
Yeah,
that's
21
huge.
points. And then and when we were going over other stat lines, David Njoku had a huge game for the
Yeah,
the
for
Browns.
Cleveland. Cleveland.
Like, I guess hasn't fully put it together like they thought he would, but he's like still there.
Super talented,
So
yeah.
Still, like I think
Everyone loves a talented tight end.
that was a tight end.
Everyone.
149 yards and a TD.
Whoops. Njoku. Fun to say.
71 yard play.
All of it. Guys, we got to start wrapping up. Talking baseball is coming up live soon. And like I said, Trev's running hot. The great Jambino. We're going to talk about all of it. 2 games with 4 on the way today. Enjoy it. And enjoy everything on the John Boy Media Network. Like BBD said, a little Talking Knicks. Back. Talking Giants, if you want to hear. Speaking of emotions, all over the board. JJTV, we're playing, we're watching, we're playing. Baseball Today is happening right now. Breakdowns. Everything across John Boy Media Network. Enjoy it. Talking Nets, Keith. Everything. Keep scrolling. There's more content than you can consume. Happy birthday to me. Thank you. Love you guys. You're the best. Bake it.